Jinger Duggar and Jeremy Vuolo share the inspiration behind newborn son Finnegan's strong name. Jinger Duggar Vuolo and her husband, Jeremy Vuolo, have officially introduced the world to their newest family member, a beautiful baby boy named Finnegan Charles Vuolo. After months of eager anticipation and a pregnancy that fans closely followed, the couple revealed their joy and gratitude as they welcomed their third child into the world. Born in the early hours of March 29, 2025, Finnegan arrived weighing 8 pounds and 1 ounce, measuring 21 inches long, and immediately stole the hearts of his loving parents and his two older sisters, Felicity and Evangeline. The announcement of Finnegan's name quickly sparked curiosity and admiration among fans and followers of the former Counting on Stars. Known for their thoughtful and meaningful approach to parenting and family values, Jinger and Jeremy didn't take lightly the task of naming their son. While they have long made it clear that every name they've chosen for their children carries a deep and often spiritual meaning, the name Finnegan was particularly striking to many, a name not commonly heard in Duggar circles, and yet one that immediately stood out as strong, distinctive, and full of purpose. The couple later opened up about what inspired the powerful name and why it felt so fitting for their newborn son. They explained that they were looking for a name that captured both strength and charm, something that would speak to the resilience they hoped to instill in their son as he grows. Jinger mentioned that they wanted a name that felt rooted and noble, yet still offered a sense of uniqueness and personality. Finnegan, they agreed, struck that perfect balance. Finnegan just felt right, Jinger said during a private conversation with friends, later echoed in the family's announcement. It was a name we both kept coming back to. It carries a certain strength, a certain gravity. It sounds like someone who is dependable, thoughtful, but also full of adventure. Jeremy chimed in with his own reflections, sharing that he'd always appreciated names with literary and historical resonance. While not directly tied to any one figure, the name Finnegan called to mind stories of perseverance and character, of people who rise above hardship with quiet strength and humility. It didn't hurt that the name also evoked a certain Irish flair, one that added charm and lyrical beauty to their son's full name. The name Charles, chosen as Finnegan's middle name, carries familial significance for the couple. Though they didn't go into full detail about which family member inspired the name, it is believed to be a tribute to a beloved grandfather or mentor figure. Jinger noted that Charles is a name that has followed both sides of their family in various forms, and they were thrilled to carry that legacy forward in the next generation. It served as an anchor to tradition, a reminder of their roots even as they embrace their new life far from Arkansas. Since moving to Los Angeles, Jinger and Jeremy have carved out a life very different from what Jinger once knew growing up in a large, ultra-conservative household. Now a mother of 3, Jinger continues to grow into her role as a woman, wife, and parent with a unique identity distinct from the one shaped by the Duggar family's strict teachings. Her decision to step back from many of the practices she was raised with while still embracing her Christian faith has made her something of a symbol for personal growth and spiritual independence. Their journey into parenthood with baby Finnegan has been filled with reflection and gratitude. The couple shared that welcoming a third child has been both humbling and exhilarating. With 2 daughters already brightening their home, the arrival of a baby boy has shifted the dynamic in ways they could not have anticipated. Felicity and Evangeline, they said, have embraced their new role as big sisters with incredible joy and excitement. The video Jinger and Jeremy shared of the girls meeting Finnegan for the first time brought tears to the eyes of many viewers, pure, unfiltered moments of familial love captured on camera. Jeremy remarked that watching his daughters welcome their baby brother was a surreal experience, one that deepened his appreciation for the sacred bond between siblings. He reflected on how he hopes Finnegan will grow up feeling not only supported by his parents but also by the strong female role models in his life. With sisters like Felicity and Evangeline, he's bound to be surrounded by nurturing, intelligent, and independent spirits. Jinger, for her part, has remained incredibly candid about the challenges and joys of motherhood. She has never shied away from discussing the emotional roller coaster that often accompanies pregnancy and postpartum life. After experiencing a miscarriage between her first and second pregnancies, Jinger became a quiet voice of support for many women who had endured similar losses. The birth of Finnegan, she admitted, brought with it a wave of emotions, a mixture of healing awe and overwhelming love. As she cradled her newborn son for the first time, Jinger said she felt an immediate peace wash over her. All the fears and anxieties that had quietly lingered throughout her pregnancy seemed to fade away. In their place was a sense of renewed purpose. She spoke of her desire to raise her children with compassion, critical thinking, and unwavering love. She acknowledged that her upbringing had shaped her in profound ways, but she also expressed a commitment to allowing her children the freedom to discover who they are on their own terms. Jeremy echoed that sentiment, saying that the name Finnegan is just the beginning of the story they hope to help their son write. It's a name that carries weight and meaning, but it's also one they hope their child will grow into with confidence and pride. They envision a future for Finnegan where he is encouraged to explore the world, ask questions, and stand strong in his values, whatever those may become as he grows. The couple's decision to keep the name secret until after the birth was intentional. They wanted to avoid the barrage of opinions that often come when names are shared too early. They preferred to protect that sacred decision, to wait until they could hold their son in their arms and look into his eyes before making the name public. It's a tradition they followed with both Felicity and Evangeline, and one they said made the moment all the more special when they finally shared it with their loved ones. The reaction from family and friends has been overwhelmingly positive. Jinger and Jeremy noted that even the Duggar side of the family, known for their more traditional naming patterns, expressed love and support for the unique moniker. While it may not follow the alliteration or biblical conventions seen in some of Jinger's siblings' children's names, Finnegan Charles fits perfectly within the Vuolo household: modern, thoughtful, deeply intentional. Now, as they settle into life as a family of 5, Jinger and Jeremy are embracing the beautiful chaos that comes with raising young children. Late-night feedings, diaper changes, and lullabies have once again become part of their daily rhythm. And while sleep may be scarce, the abundance of love in their home has only grown. In a recent moment captured candidly, Jeremy was seen swaying gently with Finnegan in his arms, whispering softly as the baby's eyes fluttered closed. It's in these quiet moments that the significance of the name truly comes to life, not just as a string of letters, but as a reflection of dreams, values, and hopes for the future. Jinger, watching nearby, smiled through tears, feeling once more the immensity of the love they've created. Finnegan Charles Vuolo may only be days old, but he already carries a name filled with strength, story, and a legacy of love. His arrival marks not just the growth of the Vuolo family, but a new chapter in a story that continues to inspire so many. Through faith, resilience, and the courage to make their own path, Jinger and Jeremy have welcomed their son into the world with open hearts, and a name he can wear proudly for a lifetime. Jinger Duggar and her husband, Jeremy Vuolo, are opening up about life with their newborn baby boy. The couple announced in a YouTube video released on Sunday, March 30th, that Duggar, 31, gave birth to their son, Finnegan Charles. The vlog showed a glimpse of the proud parents holding their baby and introducing him to their daughters, Felicity, 6, and Evangeline, 4, who wore jackets with big SIS written on the back. Before heading home from the hospital, Vuolo, 37, told the girls their brother's name. The little ones then shared the secret with their grandparents. Jinger's mom, Michelle Duggar, was seen capturing the sweet interaction on her phone in the hospital room. Sharing more insight into how they decided on their son's moniker, Jinger said in the vlog, "We both just loved that name. I think the name Finnegan was one that Jeremy came up with, and once he mentioned it, I was like, oh, I love that name. It's so strong." Jinger added that the newborn's nickname will be Finn and pointed out that Charles is a family name on the Vuolo side. According to a post shared via the Duggar family's blog, Vuolo's dad and brother are both named Charles. The couple ended their video by thanking fans for their thoughts and prayers, teasing that more details about the delivery and birth story will be coming soon. Jinger and Vuolo, who have been married since 2016, announced her pregnancy in October 2024. 1 month before Finn's arrival, Jinger hinted via her Instagram story that she and Vuolo had already decided on a name. "We always keep it a secret until baby is born," she wrote in February. Jinger Duggar forgot to tell one of her brothers about her pregnancy. "I felt so bad." 5 years prior, Jinger revealed that she suffered a miscarriage before welcoming baby number 2. She exclusively opened up to us weekly about how the experience brought her closer to her sister Joyanna Duggar, who also suffered a pregnancy loss in the past. "I talked to Joy a lot in that time," Jinger told us in June 2020. "We grew closer. We were already close, but that relationship even deepened all the more having been through the same thing. It was very difficult, but I was grateful for Joy to be able to talk to her. My sister-in-law Lauren also just shared such sweet words with me. When it comes to expanding their family further after baby number 3, Jinger and her husband haven't quite settled on a plan. I mean, I felt like I was set with 2, but I don't know, Jinger told People last fall. 3 was kind of what we had always said was a really good number. So, 3 or 4? I don't know. But I think 3 is what I'm leaning towards right now.